We're live.
Shared on some pages. Hey everybody, we're back.
And it is our 2:10 hour, which
2:10
means we're halfway there.
We're halfway
We're
there.
halfway there. Can't thank everybody enough for all their generosity so far and their donations. Don't forget, we've got great prizes that we are giving away with anybody that donates today. We've got salt sessions at the Salt Suite. We've got Brewhouse Gallery gift certificate, a gift certificate from the Hairnet, essential oils from Flamingo Bay Oils, which is me, and Roots and Remedies is my friend Krupa, and she is an Ayurvedic practitioner and specialist, and she is generously giving a 50% or $50 discount on one of her consultations, as well as a free gift with that, worth every penny to sit with her and talk about your health and ways that Ayurvedic practices and traditional therapies can work for you. I know it's helped me a lot. I suffer with adrenal fatigue from chronic stress. I know many of us out there have a lot of stress, and one thing with that was ashwagandha is a healing herb that changed my life and was really helpful. So make sure you join us at 5:10 to hear from Krupa and learn what she can do for you. And she is another one of our wellness team members and partners. So this hour I'm going to do this. So Wayne, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Wayne. This is Sharon. We are Team Felber. Today is our 10-10-10 event. We're going live for 10 hours straight. We started at 10 o'clock this morning, or 10 a.m. this morning. We're going live till 8:10 p.m. That's full 10 hours. Every 10 minutes after every hour for 10 hours. We've had special guests today. We've had Leslie Streeter on. We had Jamie from the Salt Suite PGA. We've introduced some of our board members. Later on, we have some of our board members that will be with us live.
And go ahead and let them know we are so grateful for this group of people that have been with us along our journey. We've got Dan Ryan, Melissa Personowski, Ann Miller, Valerie Broman-Schenkel, and Kathy Felber. So grateful to have them as part of Team Felber and helping us in our goals to assist those in the community during medical crisis. So grateful to have them on board.
So we're very excited too. We're using this time to raise money for our 501c3, our charity. I'm excited. So far, we've raised $425 since we started this morning at 10 a.m. That's awesome. Thank you to all that have donated. Thank you to those of you that are going to keep donating throughout the day today, or some of you might be waiting till Friday for that paycheck.
That's okay too.
That's fine too. Our GoFundMe is going to be up for the next 12 months, and our goal is $10,000 in our first year. That's what we want to raise in order to help people that are in a medical crisis. So we've had different guests on, but now we're going to be kind of our own guest for this short segment, and we're going to be talking about laughter. That's very important. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2010, and it was funny because, people think, well, cancer's not funny. You know, it's not, and it is. I remember the first thing I thought to myself was, well, I need to write jokes about it. Being a stand-up comedian, hey, now I have cancer. So the first thing is I started kind of joking about it because laughter is very healing. It releases endorphins and energy, positive energy to your body that helps you heal. So we come up with the slogan, Team Felber, beating cancer one laugh at a time. And I remember, it was funny, I got diagnosed with cancer, and the first thing we decided to do afterwards, we were with my parents, was typical in the Felber heritage, go out to eat. Let's go eat, and let's have some comfort food. And I remember we went to a restaurant right across in the same plaza, in the same downtown, as the Palm Beach Improv.
Mm-hmm.
I had walked over to the Improv because at that time, and they still do it, if you were going to do a show, they would give you tickets with your name on it. Put your name on it, you give it out to invite people as your guest. And I remember I ran into one of the comics, and we were standing there, and I just got diagnosed with cancer. And he said, hey man, how's it going? I didn't really even know him. We just knew each other through Facebook. I said, I'm all right. I'm a little tired. I have a little bit of a headache. Not feeling too great today. And jokingly, he said, well, it could be worse. You could have cancer. Ah! So I was like, all right, do I tell him or not? And I was like, hey, by the way, Shoeman, my buddy Shoe, I actually do have cancer. And that's, that was the day I found out I had stage 3 cancer.
But the thing about that is, even though there was kind of an awkward thing, we actually got a really good laugh out of it.
I needed that laugh.
And that's where it really tells you, laughter truly is the best medicine.
Yeah.
Laughter, as you know, decreases stress hormones, increases your immune cells and your infection fighting antibodies, and it can improve your resistance to disease just on a regular daily basis. It can trigger the endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals, so to say, and improves your overall sense of well-being. And that's where it's, kind of my motto through everything was scream when I needed to, cry when I had to, but laugh as much as I can. And that's what we did. We really incorporated laughter into a lot of what we did during Wayne's treatment, and even over the past 10 years during different medical crises through our journey. And it truly really can make a difference. Even those days that you're like, you're done, you're under the covers, you don't even want to face the world, find some way to laugh, and it just can really change the perspective of the day. So if you're ever having a bad day, you reach out to one of us. Yeah. We will do our darndest to make you laugh.
We will.
We will make it happen, I promise.
Yeah, it's true. We started, it's funny because people said, how are you writing jokes about having cancer? And I said, well, if I don't laugh, I'm just going to cry. And I didn't want to cry all the time. And I remember actually, it was kind of funny because I put on Facebook, I remember my Facebook status update was, I didn't want to just go on and be like, hey everybody, I have cancer. I wanted to break the ice in a funny way. So I put, a comedian walks into an oncologist's office, and the oncologist says you have stage 3 cancer, you have a rare form of cancer that 1 in 1.5 million get, and it's stage 3. And I put that as my Facebook status, and I said after that, I said, by the way, this is not a joke. I have been diagnosed with cancer. And it was funny because I remember a couple of weeks later, we were at a meeting of a group that Sharon and I were involved in over at the Palm Beach State College called Dream It, Do It.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember one of the girls in there was one of my Facebook followers, and we were going around and you tell a little bit about yourself. And after I shared, I said, well, I'm going through a bout with cancer, and I said, but I'm here and just going to really enjoy the energy of this group. A girl got up and she said, I want to apologize. She said, I thought you were joking and I didn't really believe you. At that point now, it was a few weeks later, I'd had a treatment and I started losing my hair, and we shaved my head bald because I was losing it anyway. And I said, it's okay, it's okay to laugh about it. And I remember, actually the first time I got in front of a crowd in public, I had done chemo, and a few days later, wasn't feeling well, but I went down to the Improv and did an open mic. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know why. I had a set ready to go, and I got up and I literally said, hey everybody, just found out I had cancer, but the doctor said I got good news and I got bad news. He said the bad news is you got cancer, but the good news is you're fat and you're going to lose weight. Because he did say that to me, and I thought, well, that's funny. And people were like, kind of looked like, oh my gosh, can we laugh at him? Can we laugh at him having cancer? And I said, yeah. And then I said, it's cool too. I said, my parents started buying me gifts when they found out. They bought me a iPod and a video camera. I said, and I would joke, and I said, if I had stage 4, I wonder if they would have thrown in a flat screen in the DVR. And at first people were like, you shouldn't joke about it. And I said, well, this is what I'm going through, and this is how we deal with it. And like Sharon said, over the last 10 years, I had been doing comedy at that point for about 5 years. But from that point on, we've been doing comedy shows as fundraisers. I've been sharing some of those this week on Facebook. Just a year ago yesterday, We did a show to celebrate 9 years cancer free. We did one for our friend Jackie, who has since passed from cancer, but to help her financially, because she was working 2 jobs. She would do chemo and the next day go back to work. And I said, Jackie, we got to raise money for you. And a lot of times we do these fundraisers because your friends won't take money from you, but they will buy a ticket to a comedy show and they'll buy raffle tickets. So that's what our mission is. Our mission is to bring laughter, entertainment, and to help people healing. Laughter is healing. Laughter is the best medicine.
Right.
You know, that's why, you know, it says that right on our little bracelets that if you want one, if you make a donation to our charity of $100 or more this week, actually I'll tell you what, the next month you'll be our VIP founding members. Yep, and they're really cool. These are limited edition. Once these are gone, you will never see these again because we made them in blue and yellow, and the next ones are going to be a different color.
So these are our founding ones.
But, and I know it's just a bracelet, but you can wear these. We give these out to people when I've been in the hospital. We give them to doctors and nurses and say, hey, wear this. And if you come across somebody that needs our help, tell them to go to @Team Felber, which is our Facebook page. Or now you can call us, 561-398-6624. We have our own phone number. Or you can email us at
headcoach@teamfelber.org. Headcoach@teamfelber.org. So you can email us, call us, find us on Facebook. We will have a website coming soon. That'll be teamfelber.org. That is still in the process of being built, so keep an eye out for that. We'll definitely be announcing when that's up. And as we said, to be able to bring your family and friends and community together when you're going through such a hard medical, diagnosis, you're going to have to bring you together with laughter. It's healing for everybody, and it kind of lets you put that stress on the back burner and kind of relieve that stress physically as well as mentally, and let you celebrate together in laughter. And it just, when you're at one of these comedy shows with us, you'll see the difference. It's amazing, and we get so much out of it ourselves, just to be there and just to see the love that's shared. And as Wayne mentioned, our friend Jackie that unfortunately lost her battle with cancer earlier this year, but we'll have those memories forever of being with her. And even some of her friends have reached out to us, and that's what they say, that's what they remember. They're remembering her laughing and remembering that time. And so we're grateful that we can extend even more, not just financial help, but that true healing and other memories that people can have of their loved ones. And so if you know anybody that is struggling with a medical diagnosis and needs some help, there's so many things we can do. And again, one of them we'll put together a comedy show for them if we can, and help raise some money. And of course we'll be on different places, and we'll always try to bring the laughter.
Yep.
And
we will. Yeah, that is, like we said, we did the show last year. It was a year ago yesterday for Jackie. And I remember she wasn't feeling well. And I shared this story, but some of you might not have read it. And I remember we put it together, didn't put her name on there. We just said we were doing it for a young lady with cancer. And I remember a few weeks before, Jackie worked out at Coral Sky or whatever they call it now, amphitheater, and she said, hey, I got some giveaways for you for your thing. And she said, I don't know if I'll feel well enough to come to the show, because she was going through chemo and really struggling. And she said, but I want to donate some raffle prizes. And I was like, you don't have to do that. I knew she was too humble to take our money. And every time I offered to help her, she would say, there's somebody out there worse off. And I said, Jackie, you have stage 4 cancer. There's,
not much worse.
Not much worse, my friend. But I remember about a week before the event, Jackie messaged me on Facebook, and we were talking, how you feeling and all the fun stuff. And she said, this event looks really fun. I think I'm going to buy a ticket. And I'm going to force myself to come out because I need some laughter. And I said, Jackie, I finally should just tell you, because if you come to the show, you're going to figure it out. The show's for you. So she came to the show, and we didn't really tell people who she was. Her friends knew, but the strangers that were there didn't. And she sat in the audience, and I sat at the back of the crowd that night, and I remember our headliner, Lisa Correo, during her set, had shared that day she had to go to a friend's house who had passed away from cancer and help them pack up some stuff, help their family pack up some stuff. And Lisa cried on stage, and we all cried with her. But then we laughed, and I remember, I told Jackie, I'm not going to embarrass you. I won't introduce you. You just enjoy the laughter. And then at the end of the show, she came up and kind of grabbed the mic and said, I want to thank everybody. And she revealed who she was and just expressed how much the laughter helped her. And over the 10 years, as much as some people sometimes say, oh, you shouldn't joke about what you've been through, I've always said I'm going to do that because it helps people realize. We've had people call us or email us or Facebook us and say, I have a loved one. I remember one night I was doing a show and I did a joke about cancer and a guy in the audience yelled and heckled me and that's not funny. And after the show I sought him out and I said, I'm really sorry you were offended. And he said, my girlfriend has breast cancer and I don't know what to do. And I said, you know what, talk to her like she's normal, please. If you have somebody that's sick. I told people when I was sick, if you thought I was an asshole before, just because I have cancer, now I'm an asshole with cancer, so treat me the same. And he said, I don't know what to do. And I said, well, give her my Facebook. And she and I became Facebook friends. And over the years, we've had people that have reached out to us and said, can I just talk to you? Or funny story, I remember, I don't know if you remember this, but there's a place in Jupiter. It's now the Brass Ring, which we love, but prior to that, it was Burrito Brothers.
Burrito Brothers. Yeah.
We were in there one day at Burrito Brothers, and I always have business cards. I mean, I'm always about promoting shows and my comedy, and I always give the waitresses and stuff. So I gave a card to some waitresses. A couple of days later, I got a text message. And it wasn't even the waitress I gave it to. Apparently, somebody left my card sitting by the drink station at a restaurant. And this girl said, I don't know you, but you were in our restaurant, and I found your business card, and it says, on my business card, it says, cancer survivor, comedian, actor, and friend. And people kind of laugh, and they're like, what, you're a professional friend? And yes, we are. We will be anybody's friend. And she said, I just need a laugh today. And I thought, man, I don't even know you. You texted me. And that just meant so much to me, and it impacted me because there's people I've never met that we've been able to bring the gift of laughter to. So please, like I said, even if it's just, hey, my friend is sick and needs somebody to laugh, or call me up and say, hey, tell me a joke that I could give to a friend. We'd gladly do that, or email us. Anyway, we'll be back at, what time is it?
We will be back at 3:10.
3:10.
And at 3:10, yours truly, Flamingo Bay Oils. I'm going to be talking about essential oils for stress and healing, and do a little demo of one of the inhalers that I make, and just talk a little bit about that, because that's also something that I give to the people that we help from my business. Is I give them whatever essential oils they need that can help them reduce their stress and ease their discomfort while they are going through treatment, whatever it may be. So, I'm grateful that I have that resource, and I'm able to give to people whatever they need. I do things like I have a spray that I make if someone's getting radiation, say for breast cancer, a spray that you can use to protect your skin and keep it from burning. So if you know anybody that could utilize anything like that, please, reach out to us. Reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. On Facebook, it's actually, my page is Flamingo Bay Wellness, so you can find me there. But we'll talk about more about that at 3:10. So come back and join us, and may the laughter be with you.
Hey, that sounds like a Star Wars quote.
It's my quote.
May the laughter be with you. And wait, before Sharon goes, we have spent the last few hours thanking everybody, and I know we were kind of talking in between because we're doing this for like 10 hours overtime. We're like, we need naps. Let's stick to. We said we would do 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, but we've been going over it. But I can't thank Sharon enough because we are Team Felber. Sharon and I actually met at a comedy club.
Yeah.
Saw her at the bar. She had a great smile, and the rest is history. But I will say, the reason we are Team Felber is because this lovely lady, when we got married almost 13 years ago, and we said in sickness and in health, I don't think she realized what she was getting herself into. And I remember when I first started getting sick, I said, "You can leave me. You have my permission. Go." And she said, "No, we are Team Felber." And I think that's actually where Team Felber came from. I just remembered. So we are Team Felber. So I gotta thank my lovely Sharon. I can't thank her enough. But
Love
we'll
you,
be
baby.
back
You're my
with her.
best friend.
You're my best friend too. Kiss her too. Don't y'all try that though. She's mine. But we'll be back at 3:10 with Sharon talking about essential oils and Flamingo Bay Wellness.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Love you. See you soon.